Greetings, everyone. This is Tommy, and I have been inspired to do my own series of City of Heroes videos. For those who don't know, City of Heroes is a 20-year-old role-playing game that was brought back to life by its fans, and I'm one of those fans. Also, I was inspired by two people who I admire greatly: Wednesday's Woe, whose videos are amazing, you need to check them out, and Dark Current, who also has videos that you should check out. Dark Current, I used to game with him back in the day, in the old days of City of Heroes, on an all-dominator team, so it was really cool to find him again. And I'll put links to both of their video channels. They've got great content about this game. 100% free to play. You just need to, you want to donate, you can donate to them, that'd be great. But 100% free to play, great game. Alright, so I'm going to be on, I think I'm going to be on the Excelsior server. I thought about doing it on Everlasting, but I'm going to be on the Excelsior just because a lot of people are on that server. And I'm logging in here, and okay, some other characters I've been fooling around with, but we're going to create a brand new character here. So when you log into the game, you need to click on Create Character here. And I am going to create a very cool character that I came up with, who is going to combine two power sets I really like. This is going to be a mastermind who has the sonic manipulation secondary. So we're going to see here, I'm going to go pets, because I know Masterminds is located under pets. There's Mastermind, so other characters who get pets, but Masterminds are the king of the pet masters. They get the most number of pets, and they have really good control over their pets. You know, pets is 10. That means that's the top feature about the class. Alright, so we're going to choose robotics. Yay, robots. I'm going to pick battle drones first. Then we're going to go down here to Sonic Resonance. Sorry, I said Sound Manipulation. Sound Manipulation is a blaster set. Messed that up. Sonic Resonance is a buff and debuff set. I'm going to take the Sonic Siphon. That's a powerful debuff. Really neat little debuff that you get right at level 1 of the character. So the Sonic set revolves around creating shields, and so creating shields to reduce the amount of damage that you and your teammates may take. And then it's got some control powers, though the control powers, a lot of people aren't really a fan of them, especially Sonic Cage. People really hate those powers because it makes the enemy untargetable. See, it says target cannot be attacked down there. Yeah, so you tend to skip that one. But Sonic Dispersion, Clarity, Liquefy, Sonic Propulsion's kind of not too bad. These are some great powers. But mostly it's gonna give out debuffs. It's gonna reduce the enemy's damage resistance. So that means the enemy will take more damage from you and your teammates' attacks. It also provides shields on top of you and your teammates that reduces the damage you take from the enemy. Now, why I want to combine this with the robotics is for a very good reason. Protector bots and maintenance drone. So, the protector bots are like little mini defenders. Not only are they able to heal themselves and the other robots around them, they also cast a defense shield on you and themselves and the other bots on the team. They don't do it for teammates, just the Mastermind and the Mastermind's pets. The maintenance drone was kind of a change. It was added later. There was a healing power here that was really ineffective, as was replaced by maintenance drone, I think last year, a couple years back. The maintenance drone can give powerful heals out to damaged pets. So we've got defense, we've got healing. If I take the Sonic set and I combine it with this, not only will I have defense helps you avoid attacks. So the robots cast little force fields on you that help you avoid attacks, right? The Sonic Resonance set reduces the damage. So you've got two layers of protection now. You're going to have defense. You and your bots are going to have defense from the protector bots. And on top of it, you're going to have your resistance shields on top of that. Then healing. So the biggest thing that people complain about on the Sonic Resonance set is that it doesn't have healing power. So they don't think it's as good of a set. But if you combine that, The fact that you're greatly reducing incoming damage, you're avoiding some attacks, then you've got heals that are popping off from your protector bots and your maintenance drone for your pets. I think you'll end up with I think we're going to end up with a pretty sturdy mastermind as things go on. I hope all that made sense. I tend to talk really fast, so I'll try to slow it down. All right. So we've got that and that. Now I already have a costume in mind all set up. You know, we used to joke that back in the day, City of Heroes was Barbie superheroes, and you know, I got to admit, the amount of stuff you can create in here is just crazy. These are some presets. These are just presets. I just changed the colors just to be silly. But even the presets are amazing. You can take these and customize them if you want, or you can just start out with a sort of a bare naked character like we did, who doesn't have anything on him. But I have created a costume already I wanted to use for this. We're just going to load that up. That's the costume I want to use. I got a little error there, but that's fixable. It just doesn't like the gun I picked, but I can fix that. Under weapons, since in the Mastermind primary there are weapons attacks, we're going to take some of those eventually. And the weapons attacks have interesting features on them as well, which I'll discuss later. But for right now, we are going to scroll down to this one because I think this looks like some type of a sonic weapon. This is a guy who uses technology and sound technology to do his dirty deeds. Alright, so Technovox here is all set. And then hopefully the name's not taken. The original here. I'm going to go with Bright Sonic Crush. So there are different animations in the power sets. I tend to not like the dark ones because I just think the dark versions of the power colors are ugly, and they tend to obscure people's characters, especially if you're casting shields on others, and then you're casting these dark colors on top of their costume. And one of the things these people play this game is they enjoy the costuming aspect. So I'm just going to I'm going to make this a little kind of almost kind of a light. We're just going to go with a little light pink there. And we're going to make this a little bit of a darker purple. And then we're going to match it across the power set here. I think that looks kind of cool. And let's make sure. I want to check out the disruption field though, since this will be cast on myself and other characters, just to make sure it's not awful. And people won't be able to see themselves. Oh, that's Sonic Siphon. I don't want to do that. Let's see. I want the disruption. Sonic Cage. Disruption field. Alright. Oh, sorry. Sonic Dispersion. Getting old. Forgetting how stuff works. That's not too awful. I don't think that would be too obnoxious on other people. It's kind of bright though. Let's see. I might soften that up a little bit. I think I like have a pale purple. And this blue, a little bit of a paler purple. Let's see. Doesn't look as bad. I don't think that will be too obnoxious. Won't obscure people's characters if they're shielded by me, though we're going to be mostly soloing, but you never know. Alright, so I colored the powers in. I got my robots all nice and checked. I like the crush animations. I just like them. I like how they look as opposed to the innate ones. The regular Sonic Resonance looks more like you're screaming, like the powers are emanating from your head and your mouth. This one, because I think he's kind of a technology-based guy, I'm saying his sonic abilities are tech. I like it that this looks like it's coming out of his gloves, like he's got these cool gloves that I picked beforehand that look like power gauntlets of some kind. So I'm going to say these are his sonic blasters. Yes, I'm a nerd, I get into that stuff. So I love this game, the level of customization and ways you can just create your character's background. There's very few modern games that rival it, especially games that are high-tech or superhero, not fantasy. I don't think there's any super game on the market right now that is as good as this 20-year-old game is. We're going to play the tutorial. When you create a new character and you don't have a lot of cash, always play the tutorial. If you're brand new to the game, play the tutorial. It teaches you how to play your character. Plus, there's a very valuable reward in here that people often overlook that can help get you some starter cash for your character if you don't have other characters to transfer that starter cash from. So I'll show you that later. So we're going to get that tutorial going. Oh, darn it, I messed up. I was going to go to Praetoria, but I ended up in the wrong place. So I'm going to have to back up here. No, I don't want to complete the character. I don't want to enter the game. I'm going to go back and back and back and back. See if I can get to where I choose Praetorian Earth. Primal Earth. That is where the Rogue Isles and Paragon City are. Praetorian Earth is its own separate area within the game. You have to stay here to level 20, but there's a reason. Because we're going to be doing the Resistance arc in the Praetorian universe, so that can confuse you, but people don't show Praetoria much. It's very, very ignored. Looks like it kept all my powers, though. Look at that. Remembered everything. I didn't have to start over at all. I just had to change my destination. I love this game. This game is idiot-proof, I swear. I absolutely love it. I love bios. I've got a biography for this guy, but I'm going to enter that later, because I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that. So again, play the tutorial. Yeah, I'm going to play the tutorial. Ah, somebody's got this name already. It's alright. I've got another name for this character. We'll just add that. I'm going to add an E to there and just roll with it. Yeah, so Technovox with an E. Fine with it. I'm going to be alright with it. Alright. So Technovox here. Okie dokie. So, I set my screen up a couple of different ways. I'm going to do this right now just because of things I like to do. I'm going to detach this map, move it over to this side of the game, and then shrink the size down a little bit. I like having the map on the side at times, and I press my M key. It depends on how you set up. I can get rid of it, but that way it's not in the way. My pet window. I usually keep it to the default place where it is. I'm going to show you how I set up my mastermind key commands. There's a lot of advice out there, these complicated key commands for your mastermind pets. I use a really simple setup. I've used it since the game started. I keep the default macros here. Macros are these little guys here. These are commands you can send your robot. So first, I'm going to change follow. I'm going to change it. Oh no, I messed it up. That's okay. I can drag it from here over to here. Alrighty there. I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to change it. See, it says follow aggressive. I'm going to change that to follow defensive, and I'm going to tell you why. Defensive follow. Make sure I spelled that right. Yep. See, he's saying what he's going to do. The robots will tell you what they're going to do. All the pets will. If I'm in defensive follow, that puts me into something called bodyguard mode. Bodyguard mode basically allows me to share hit points with my pets. So the mastermind's default hit points aren't really that, doesn't have a lot of hit points. It's very squishy, you know. However, behind the scenes, it doesn't show up anywhere. If I look at my pets also got 98. So pets got more than I do. So I am sharing hit points with this guy now. So any damage I take, he also takes. There are some people who even do a whole build, which is called a tanker mind. I'm not going to get into that right now. But tanker mind is basically a mastermind that taunts attacks towards them and keeping the damage away from their pets, but all the damage comes towards them while the pets attack. So they can tank, they can hold aggro. And you can build a mastermind that can hold a lot of aggro, believe it or not. Though it's really rare, you don't see it that much. Brutes and tanks kind of win that game. But you used to see that a lot in the old days. I'm going to change something here though, because there's one more command I want. I'm just going to switch to advanced mode, and I'm going to use the go to command here. And now I'm going to drag this go to guy here. So now I have the basic commands in my bar that I'm going to need. I'm going to explain to you why. First, 7. Number 7 is always going to be my go-to command. That's going to put my pet in to go to a specific spot, and he's going to stay there. Not going to run all over the map. Sometimes the problem people have is the pets go nuts and they run all over the map. And this is one way to avoid that. You've got another one. This is the attack button, right? As a mastermind, your pets are an extension of you. So many people don't get this. Your pets are your attacks. You are your pets, and your pets are you. If you have that philosophy, you're playing it. It makes the whole archetype a whole different experience for you, as opposed to thinking of pets as these disposable things. No, I am my pets. My pets are my attacks. They're my defense. They're my everything. They are my powers. So if I hit the A key, he's got nothing to hit because there's no target. These guys are untargetable. They're allies. But he will attack anything when I press number 8. And I use that attack macro. This one, follow. All right, follow me, buddy. Let's go. That means he's going to follow me wherever I go. And this one, passive or heal. If you put your pets on heal while you're traveling through a zone, they will not stop and bother and attack other things. You'll see a lot of complaints about masterminds where people say, well, every time I travel through a zone, I'm losing my pets. My pets are dying all the time. And I'm usually like, dude, that's because your pets are probably in aggressive mode and you're flying through the map and every target they're seeing, they're attacking. When you're traveling to the map, going from destination to destination, put them on here. Put them passive. Our defensive follow works good too, but like to use heal. That way, they're not going to attack anything. Even if you get attacked, they won't attack anything. They're just going to follow you to the door that you need to go to in the map. We'll discover this later as we play the game. And not get themselves into trouble and get themselves killed. So you don't have to resummon every time you travel through a difficult zone. Now, the other thing I like to do is I'm going to stop over here to the start vendor. I almost called it the pay-to-win vendor. They changed the name. It's start vendor now. And there's a couple things I'm going to get from the start vendor right now that I think are going to be useful. Since I'm soloing, I'm going to jump to prestige powers. And I believe buff, a couple things I want to get here. Utility. So since I'm soloing, there's a lot of things you can get, like inner inspiration. You can actually, this is kind of neat to generate money with it. You can buy this and then generate money with it if you want, because you can sell the inspirations. It should give you a large inspiration every now and then. You can sell those, but Mystic Fortune will allow you to cast a minor buff, a random minor buff on an ally, provided they don't already have Mystic Fortune on them. But this is one I really want. Secondary Mutation. Praetoria is a tough zone. And Secondary Mutation, when I cast it, is going to give me a random minor buff to myself. And I'm going to want that. Alright. I'm going to go to the attacks. There's some things I want, things I always take. So, I'm going to take the black wand at no bonus because I'm a technology character. So I won't benefit from the old version of the black wand that will give you, it gives magic, I think, in mutant characters and natural characters, extra damage. But I am going to take the bonus from the Nemesis staff because I'm technology. So I'm going to get that. And then Sansamu. And I'm going to remove the brawl because I don't really use it. It doesn't really come that much in handy right now. Let me put this guy up here just so I'm not dealing with that. I'm going to keep Taser Dart. Taser Dart's amazing. It's a nice little low level power. And I'm going to end up with a complete attack chain by doing this. Right at beginning level, I've got a complete chain of attack here. Whether this could be ranged, skipping this, or it could be range, melee range. I got a complete attack chain here that will be pretty efficient. Secondary Mutation, I'm going to keep that up there. I'm going to click that. See this up here? I got something. So at my buff is I got a minor speed buff. So all my jump, my flying, and my running have gotten buffed slightly. That's cool. I'll take that. Make sure I don't miss anything I want out of here. Oh, the pets, buff pets. These things die a lot, but I found something really interesting. This shield drone, defense and recovery, I don't know what it is, but it does not seem to draw the aggro that the other freebie buff pets do. I do not know why, and I'm not going to question it. I'm going to summon that guy, though. And you'll notice, if you're a mastermind, any pets, even temporary pets that you get, will be controllable under here, which is kind of crazy. All right, I don't think we're going here. We're going to see this pay-to-win vendor again in the next zone after we do the tutorial. We're going to do the tutorial first, and you can see the buff pet here. It's giving me a minor buff to my defense, but I'll take it. And I think it's I don't think it gives it to the mastermind pet. No, no, the mastermind pet does not get the buffs. See, there's the mastermind doesn't get it. There it is. There it is. There. All right. Okay. And then let's look at this real quick. Yeah, supremacy. So supremacy, that's what I was talking about, bodyguard mode. A good mastermind knows how to manage your henchmen. The mastermind imports a bonus to their henchmen's accuracy and damage only if they are nearby and not phased, or otherwise can only use stealth-only power. So basically if they're not held or detained during play. Also, your henchmen within range in defensive mode will share damage with the mastermind, with damage being divided between the mastermind and each of his henchmen in range. So I kind of explained it wrong. I guess I explained bodyguard wrong, but slightly wrong. It's not that you're sharing hit points with them, it's that it splits the damage you take equally up between you and your pets. So if I've got 4 pets out and I take 12 damage, each of us take 3 damage. So slightly different. Not quite sharing hit points, but close enough for government work, right? Let's talk to this guy, Officer Flint. So Officer Flint is introducing us to the Powers Division. We're going to do beginner because I want to go through everything and I want to just, it's the first time. So he's going to teach us some combat basics. So let's go. Oh, another nifty thing. Free travel power. Athletic, run, and sprint. Look at that. Toggles at the same time. These work together because this is a run and this is a sprint. You'll see normally that runs don't, say they don't stack with other runs. There's one exception. All run powers will stack with sprint, which is kind of neat. So that gives you a little bit extra movement. And you can see here under combat attributes, close that. Get that out. Look at myself here. Movement. That's how fast I can go. My maximum run speed is 55.84 mph. And this is what's happening. Look, see that mutation? That's boosting me up. Swift, that's an inherent power. We'll get to that much, much later. Sprint is giving me quite 2 hefty bonuses. That's interesting. I didn't know it did that. And an athletic run. So I'm moving pretty quickly here. You can see all the other ones here too. Jump height also gets boosted by having both of those things on. All that stuff on. It's kind of cool. Alright. Investigator Hoffman. Hello, Technovox. Glad to have you on our side. I'll be in charge of getting you to combat ready. Show me what you've got. Test out your powers on one of those broken clockwork target dummies. Oh, it sounds like fun. Alright. So, a little bit of demonstration here. I'm going to move my pet over there. He's right in the middle of them. He's not going to attack him because they're not hostile. They're not attacking him. But if I just hit this, if I just hit my attack key, he'll just start attacking him. He's going to kill one of those guys. Because it didn't attack back, he stopped attacking. And then he gets now he's going nuts. Now he's just going to kill all of them. We don't really need to kill all these. He's going bananas. Let's just bring him back over to us and put him back in a defensive follow mode. So let's see. So nice one. So you're ready. Get yourself over to Dr. Stefford. He'll tell you more about how to use your powers. All right. Let's find Dr. Stefford. See up here, this thing here. It's my navigation. That navigation window is going to tell me what direction my next contact is or where objectives are on a map for me. So we go to Dr. Stefford. Hello, I'm Dr. Stefford. You must be the new recruit. Ah, here you are, Technovox, a powerful mastermind. I saw you demolish that robot with great panache. Ooh, fancy French word. Impressive. My research on superpowered individuals is indeed extensive. My resume vast. I have no idea what that word is. We're going to say he did some theoretical research on superpowered beings that were then found to exist in the wild. My theories on technology supers are, of course, predicted you could exist. So I know everything about how your powers work. So he's talking about my origin. I picked technology origin. So technology heroes would be people like Iron Man, Batman in some ways, but Batman's kind of natural in technology. Basically, heroes that use gadgets and tech when they fight. Mutants, if you're familiar with the X-Men, you know what a mutant is. Natural. Believe it or not, Superman would count as a natural because his powers are natural to his alien race. I'm getting way too nerdy here. But natural heroes would be more like your martial artist. There's some more. In science, people who got their powers through a scientific accident. I love the game has these. They don't come up much except for storytelling reasons. I wish there was gameplay reasons for them, like bonuses and stuff, but there's not. It's just a little bit of story here. As I know, I'm a huge nerd. But hopefully if you're listening to me, you're as big of a nerd as I am. So we're gonna get over here to Reese. This guy's a jerk. Played this arc before. He shows up time and time again. He's just annoying. Alright. Hey, new recruit. Don't you just stand there lollygagging. Can't you see we have a situation here? Here are some enhancements to increase your damage output. So he gave me an enhancement. And I'm just gonna stick it. Since I don't have any attacks, we'll just stick that in there. Alright, okay, I'm ready. I got the memo about you, Technovox. You're being assigned to my division for a while. Do you know who I am? I'm a top dog in Praetor White's Powers Division. That means I'm famous, well known, and respected. However, I have a task that only can be handled by an unrecognizable greenie. That's you. Thanks, dude. So nice. He's such a jerk. I need you to infiltrate the resistance. There are destroyers all over the streets. It's a mess. Don't be fooled, however. They're just pawns of the real threat in Praetoria, the resistance. The resistance is always looking for new recruits. I've made it known that you aren't happy being inducted into the Powers Division. Just checking something. I've got a list of all the missions I want to do here. Alright. If you do see, if anything pops up on the screen, it's just me checking that. Alright. Okay, where should I find the recruiter? There's a resistance recruiter that's ready to meet you. Go to the door under the nearby underpass. That door will take you to the underground. Once you make contact with the resistance member, I'll send additional troops to arrest him and his buddies. Be careful. The resistance will tell you anything to get you to join them. Don't fall in a trap of believing their lies. So I'm about to run through here, but I also notice this is just full of active enemies, and to stop my robot from, attacking everything in sight. Notice we're getting attacked and getting killed before I get to where I need to get to. We're going to end up here. Alright. Again, the navigation bar tells me what we should be doing. Why is my robot not... He's still trying to fight even though I put him on passive, I think. Oh! Another door. I went to the wrong door. Alright, in we go. We are here. And again, that red marker tells me I have an objective. This lovely little robot. Looks like... Don't these guys look a lot like the robots from iRobot with Will Smith? I think they do. Anyway. Greetings, Technoverse. I'm a clockwork programmed to aid the resistance. The person you are to meet is currently on the run from the PPD. I've been sent to... And then he can't finish what he's going to say. Please use the supply crate to retrieve some inspiration. Sure. And over here, this is what we call a glowing objective. If we click that, it'll either give us a clue or a reward. These guys here, these are worth a lot. Do not use them. When you play a tutorial as a new character in the game, don't use these. Save them. You don't need them anyway. Save them. You're going to sell them later for a lot of scratch. Alright. We're going to talk to this clockwork. Take this earpiece. The man you are supposed to meet will speak with you through it. I've been instructed to give you additional data if required. I'm just going to say, I'm ready to get moving. And I'm going to convince the clockwork to go topside. So Clockwork's told me everything he needs to know. This is the first choice I've got during gameplay. These choices are big for Praetorian side. You're going to see this a lot in Praetorian side about having a choice, choosing the good path or the bad path. But for now, we're going to send him topside. I'm going to get rid of that map because I don't really need it. This is not really... So I can't get through the door. What's happening? No, it's not opening. This door is targetable. That means I got to destroy it. So me and my pet, we're going to blast this door open. Bam! In we go. Alright, come on, Pat. Let's do a little combat just for the hell of it. Pet is delayed. Sees me getting attacked, so he's in for it. We're not really getting any XP for this, I don't think. This is just pure chaos. You don't have to keep doing this. But I am kind of enjoying, it's kind of cathartic here. And normally as a mastermind, I would not have this many attacks at a low level. But I've got enough attacks to just keep going. Alright, I'm going to put my robot on a heal mode. Heal as in heal, not heal as in heal me. And we're gonna zoom on over here to the next objective. Alright. Trooper. Trooper's letting me know. Doesn't no click, but just telling me to go ahead. It's telling me to go ahead. So we're gonna go here. Uh-oh. We got this resistant guy captured. I'm going to choose to have a choice between join the resistance or remain loyal to the loyalist. I'm going to join the resistance. I'm going to be a spy. I don't know why my pet... I think my pet got stuck back there fighting... So sometimes pets get really buggy, and I don't really know what happens with that. But I think I must not have put him to heal, because I think he's back there... He's stuck back there fighting stuff instead of being up here with me. Alright, so Wrencher here. Good to see you on our side, Technobox. You're a real slammer, huh? There's someone who wants to speak with you. I think you might have heard of him, Calvin Scott. He's here now, near the entrance back to topside. You should go speak with him. He'll tell you what's got to be done. Alright, let's go speak to Calvin Scott here. Oh, goodness. Again, being told riddle. You know, one thing about... This was... So this whole Praetorian arc was added to the game late in its life, like almost just before the game shut down the first time. But the art here is just gorgeous. The story writing's amazing. Like, the devs learned so much from their previous attempts at things, you can tell, and they really put their all into this. I mean, it's just, this is nothing. There's prettier things to be seen. Look at that. Little graffiti there. This arc is just amazing. More people should play Praetorians. You're missing out if you're not. I'm going to talk to Calvin Scott here. Technobox, good to see you. I'm the leader of the resistance here in Praetoria. I'm pleased to see you're on our side. To be honest, I was a little nervous that you're going to turn on us. I just might. Dude, let's get to work. Alright, I leveled up. Tutorial got me 1 level. Good luck, Technobox. You'll want to contact Praetor White as soon as you get topside. Be careful around Praetor White. His cool exterior is just a cover for his true nature, a marauder. He's brutal, cruel, and selfish. Show any weakness around him and he'll break you in half. You might not like it, but for now you'll have to put up with his attitude. And remember, we need you as our inside man in the powers division. Do what you need to do to gain their trust, but don't believe anything the loyalist scum tell you. I'll make sure to be careful, dude. I got this, man. You ain't gotta worry about me, dog. You ain't gotta worry about me. So now we're in Nova Praetoria. Now, with any of the tutorials, including this one, before you level up, make your way over. Remember this lady? Start vendor. She's everywhere. She's in Mercy Island and Villain Side. She's in Atlas Park Hero Side, and she's here in the Magisterium Praetorian side. So I want, before I talk to her, I want to sell these guys here. I should have a little scratch from having killed some stuff. Let's see if I got any age. If not, yeah, I've got 25 information from fighting the other one. So we're just gonna, if you don't have any currency, it's information Praetorian side, influence Atlas Park side, and infamy red side, villain side. Just kill a couple rando, let me rephrase that, just arrest some randos wandering around causing mischief, and you could make some quick money. You don't need that much. So see how much these guys are worth? That's worth 75,000 information, and we're going to post that for one. We'll get close to it. If not, very rarely have I gotten gypped doing this. Nope, I got just what I needed. Now I've got plenty. This is going to be more than enough money to do what I need to do right now. And this is the second thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go to show me your wares again. I'm going to go to temporary powers and buffs. Now, I'm going to point something out here. A lot of people will do the double XP buff, right? It is a horrible idea to do an XP buff in Praetoria. And this is the reason why. The Praetorian level curve is a lot less steep than the level curve in the regular game, meaning you level fast here, and you can level fast enough just with a regular rate of XP that you will out level your contacts. I do not want to out level my contacts for a very specific reason. I want to get the merits for completing the story arcs. I will use those merits later on to get money to buy my enhancements and so forth. Dark Current has a great video series on this for noobs, and I'll link to that in the bottom on how to use merits, how to gain merits, why it's not a good idea to skip merits, especially as a brand new player or a newer player or a broke player. I'm not new, but I don't farm, so I'm broke all the time. So I'm not going to do that. No double XP in Praetoria. Bad plan. I mean, you could. There's a way to exploit this too, I guess. You could do this if you wanted to just level fast and didn't feel like doing a bunch of farms. You could come to Praetoria, get the double XP boost, and jam your way to level 20 really fast. And then Praetoria ends at level 20. But I don't want to do that. I want to see the stories. So I'm gonna buy 4 of everything. It's only I didn't level up because it keeps it only 1,000. So I'm gonna buy. Well, I think I might be able to buy 8 hours each actually. Let's do that. I'm gonna buy 8 hours each of the defense amplifier. 1, 2, 3, and 8 hours of the defense amplifier. I'm just clicking buy 8 times. See, you can only go up to 8 anyway. It'll stop you. It won't let you go beyond 8 hours. 8 hours should be more than enough. It might last me the whole time I'm in Praetoria. So I've got these great boosts. And they're showing right here. So this survival amplifier, I'm boosting my hit points, my regeneration, my recovery. My offense amplifier is boosting my to hit, my damage, and my recharge. And the defense amplifier is giving me resistance to holds and defense to everything. This is good. These numbers don't look huge, but these little percentage points really make a huge difference. And Praetoria is tough. The mobs here are meaner and tougher and more aggressive. And there's lots of ambushes. So Praetoria is a tough place. Now I'm going to train up. I didn't train up before because at level 1, those boosts were only 1,000. If I leveled up to 2, they'd be to 4,000. So the higher in level you go, the more expensive those boosts become, which is why you get them at level 1 by selling your inspirations, not training up first, getting yourself 8 hours worth so that you're all set. And you can do this on both sides of the game. On all sides of the game, you can do that. So you finish a tutorial on your new character. Don't level up when you hit Atlas Park or when you hit Mercy Island. Zoom over to the start vendor. Sell your inspirations on the auction house. Buy 8 hours worth of boost. Cost you nothing. Free, free, free. I'm not going to get my attacks yet. I'm going to get some attacks later on. Personal attacks from here, but these cost a lot of endurance, and they don't do a lot of damage, though. The Mastermind Blast were changed, and they now do negative regeneration, so they can debuff hard targets, which is good. We're gonna need that later, but I don't need it right now. I've got this resistance debuff for now. I'm gonna grab Sonic Barrier, and they call it Gold Sight, by the way. You saw the gold, and I got a free rocket ship. I got a free rocket pack. Fly if I want to. Woo! All right. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to that's the walk power. I don't want that right now. I'm going to go ahead and put a little. You notice how I ever said about the colors? See how light color that is? It's still kind of a cool color, but it doesn't obscure the character. I hate when people color their buff powers, especially the fire ones are the worst. Just dark black. I got dark black fire shield surrounding you. You can't even see yourself or your character. Hate that. Alright. I found an exploration badge. We'll do that later because we might travel around and get some exploration. Get all the exploration badges in the zone. That's kind of fun to do too, and I think it gives you some merits. Alright, Praetor White. This guy, this is the Praetorian version, or you could say the mirror universe version of Back Alley Brawler, Praetor White. Technovox, heard a lot of things about you. Don't go getting all cocky just 'cause you took down some member of the resistance. You're talking to the guy who fought during the Hamadan Wars. So I ain't impressed hearing that someone took down a stupid idealist who could use a gun. But you got my attention, so that means something for now. You got some spark in you, even if you're still on the same level as most of the superpowered dogs here in Praetoria. Me, I'm the top dog. I keep all the other powered dogs in line. You want to get noticed? You break yourself away from the pack and join mine. That's what you're trying to do, Technovox. Roundabout way. Wow, dude. I know you're a jerk, but you don't even get to the point. But that's alright. That's the idea, Praetor Way. I see a lot of ambition in you, Technovox. But that ain't gonna give you a free pass into my group. If you really want to get through the powers division through I can't I'm sorry guys. If you want to get through the powers division though, we're gonna have to make sure you got the skills it takes to stand side by side with us. You think you got what it takes? Cause I ain't got time to babysit any dogs who I could just throw when I could just throw you away. Yeah, I got what it takes, dog. I got you, man. Alright. We'll start working. What's next? Get yourself used to being in the high society of the loyalists, and come to me, and we can get moving towards keeping the peace here in Pretoria. All right, bro, we'll do. So, now this is one thing that I hate that happens sometimes. Hey, there's somebody else playing Praetorian side. That's crazy. Hardly ever see that. Looks like another mastermind too. I can see the pets. Anyway, every now and then, your objectives. I think this confuses new players too. Your objective should be up here, and it's not. So, if I go under missions, oh, he didn't give me the mission. I didn't take it. I apologize. I lied to you. Listen up, as I'm only going to say this once. Pretoria City is filled with yapping little dogs like you. And you know who I am? I'm the top dog. Didn't you guys say this already? I think he said this already, didn't it? Didn't he? We're just going to accept the mission. This day just gets better and better. We lost a lot of officers during the resistance attacks on Precinct 5 earlier. Then didn't it make matters worse? The dumb as dirt TPN media circus decides it would be a good idea to report it and spin the Pyrrhic victory into a crushing victory over the terrorist. Centerpiece in today's news. So now a riot's broken out here in the Magisterium. But to top it all off, the resistance used the battle as a distraction to get their true objective. They've taken hostages in the Ministry of Technology. I need you to get in there and rescue those hostages before someone important gets killed. Yeah, man, I'll rescue them hostages for you, bruh. Come on. Alright, we're going to head over here. Actually, I'm just curious. I never seen anybody Praetorian side, so it's random. Oh, cool. Nice. Auntie here. Cool. Alright. Kind of neat. Never seen anybody this side. We'll go in here. We're running. But I was saying earlier, sometimes the objectives will vanish from the navigation menu and you gotta go back into mission and pick them up again. I don't know why that happens. That's not what happened this time. I was just an idiot and I didn't click the next screen. But, you know. I'm gonna leave Athletic Run on. I'm not too worried. I'm gonna buff myself that secondary mutation again. And this time I've got plus defense, plus perception, plus accuracy. So if I look under my combat attributes, under my defense, I got a little bit of extra defense. I'll take that. I'll take some extra defense. The defense amplifiers give me some, and this is give me some. You know, not bad. 7% defense. I'm going to buff my battle drone. I'm going to put him in defensive follow mode. Alright. And we are going to crack some heads. I'm not really going to worry about debuffing these guys with my debuff, just because it's just not worth it. You see I'm getting some Lux here. They don't do enough damage right now for me to be worried about them. And me and my pet can more than handle this. I'm going to show you a stupid pet trick. Stupid pet trick number 1. Your pets can take these guys. You can either drag it up here, but I'm going to give my pet a defense and a little extra damage. Just drag and drop him right on there, or I could drag and drop to the bar here. A lot of people don't know that you can even heal your pets this way with healing inspirations. This is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to take one too, up my defense, because this is about to be crazy here. honestly, these guys are easy enough that I don't really want to worry about it. I might get a chance to show you how to heal your pets with the green inspiration in a second. I got one. See if he takes some damage. I'll show you. Those guys are pretty easy. All right. And remember, in the navigation bar, that little red marker is going to show you where your next objectives are. It even shows you on the map. Well, this time it didn't, but sometimes it does. Sometimes they show on the map. These ones don't. I don't know why. Always careful entering doors. Now this is different. These guys are yellow minions. They're a little tougher, so I'm going to put my pet there. Oh, I forgot to have him. Oh, I did have him follow me. So he stayed stuck there because I did not tell him to follow me. Alright, I'm going to use the debuff here. See how those little red triangles? That means that she's gotten debuffed. She's tend to take more damage than normal. And that drone pet. That's why I like this guy. I'll show you again. Let's see what that drone pet does for us for our defense. That we almost got 10% defense now in some areas thanks to that drone pet. That's kind of neat. And I think he's giving me a little bit of endurance too, if I remember correctly. All right, go over here. Again, I'm going to debuff this one. A little bit tougher. I missed. So debuff didn't work. A little bit tougher than what we've normally been facing. Uh-oh, there's a lieutenant over there. And one thing that's going to fail me is I'm continue to not wisely take my pet out of go-to mode. Oh, he's found something. No. Pets will often notice enemies sneaking up. I love pets. If you're held or distracted or can't see something, they will notice somebody sneaking up on you. It's great pets. So we're going to debuff this warden. I'm not going to use the go-to command anyway right now. It's not really necessary. This isn't a huge map where I feel like I'm gonna, you know, the pets are gonna run all over and aggro half the map and get me into trouble. So I don't really need to use the go-to stay command. I'm gonna debuff him again. I debuffed him and he took more damage as from the pet. Alright, I'm just gonna make sure nobody's hiding, running corners, trying to wait and kill us. Looks good. Gonna go up to our next objective. Okay. Alright. This is kind of stupid. I was telling you, that yellow, the conflicting means that conflicting commands. It's just because the shield drone pet can't be commanded to do these things. Some pets will follow commands, but some won't. Some temporary pets and stuff will and some won't. So it's just telling me that one of my pets can't do the thing I want to do, which is right now follow me and be aggressive. I'm not really in defensive follow because I'm not really worried about... I'm not going to die here. It's just not going to happen. It just isn't going to happen. I'm going to buff my pet again. Alright. This guy is pretty much toast. Forge is just not that powerful. He's going to go down in probably just a couple of hits. And again, those temporary powers. So these temporary powers early level are just not temporary powers, but these vendor powers early on in the game are just so valuable. They're so, especially on squishier characters that don't have a lot of attacks, like defenders, masterminds, sometimes like dominators, early level blasters, just characters that need a little more oomph in their attacks to stay alive. They're great. I mean, actually any early character could really, even the melee types could take advantage of it. Only annoyance with the melee types is that Nemesis staff knocks things away. You don't want that. Okay, this is what I was trying to explain. What do I do next? It doesn't tell you what I do next. That happens sometimes. Just go in and click mission. It seems to happen when you zone. It seems to happen like it's telling me to return to contact, and I can just highlight the contact and it'll tell me Praetor rights right there. But yeah, it'll happen sometimes if you zone between missions. If you change locations, it'll lose the mission. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it's really frustrating sometimes because as a lot of times I think that's why newer players don't know what to do next after they start the game. There's a new contact, but they don't know where the contact is because the game loses it. Can't find them. All right. So we did Act 1. Joining the pack, Act 1. Acts of desperation. Technobox, you didn't get yourself killed. Good job tracking down those scumbags. What's this? Recording? Praetor White listens to the message Ford recorded. Without a second thought, he crushes the device in his gigantic metal hand and dumps the pieces on the ground for a cleaner bot to take care of it and snarls. Those resistance fighters knew they were on a one-way ticket into the ministry, and they went in anyway. Those damn fools are fighting for the wrong side. Why'd I strangle my own mother for why I would strangle my own mother for dedication like that. Instead, here I am in charge of a damn Peace Corps who ain't fought a real fight in their lives. If this is any indication of the future, then I got the feeling that everything is about to be changed, Technobox, and not all for the better. You have a phone on you? Good. Call me on my direct line from now on. Getting kind of tired of looking at your face all the time. Yeah, bro, you're not that handsome either. So what he's talking about is this: your contacts in the game, as you chat with them, will eventually give you a cell phone so you can call them and don't have to go back and talk to them in person each time. All right. So we finished part one. Next, we got part two, joining the pack. I'm going to do that in a separate video. I hope you enjoyed this, and that's all for now. Video number 2 for the next part. Peace.